The boy was delivering gifts. Suddenly, a police officer stopped him and snatched the gifts from the cart. The boy rushed forward to stop him, but the police officer forcibly took him away. After being taken back to the police station, he cowered in the corner in fear, his face already covered in tears. Fortunately, an older police officer recognized him, not only releasing him, also invited him to eat hamburgers and watch NBA games. The boy's face lit up with a smile again, while the officer who had arrested him not only had to write an apology letter, but also had to escort Carl to complete his gift-giving mission. That day, Carl was watching the players train, and a ball landed at his feet. Carl thought it was a gift for him, and happily took it away. The stingy players complained to the coach, but the coach just smiled and ignored them, because he had already noticed Carl's passion for football. However, the next day, several players locked Carl in a warehouse, and kept throwing balls at the door to scare him. When the coach arrived, Carl was already terrified and disoriented. After the coach helped him untie the ropes, Carl fled in panic. A few days later, Carl voluntarily returned the ball to the coach, but the coach refused to take it, instead inviting him to be the team's assistant. Carl initially thought it was a prank and firmly refused, but he still watched from afar outside the field every day. The coach noticed this, so he lured him into the locker room with a hamburger. Noticing that Carl was very fond of his radio, he gave it to him. Carl was deeply grateful, and agreed to become an assistant coach. His main job was to clean the field, and accompany the players during training. Although Carl worked diligently, many players still bullied him. Carl not only didn't hold a grudge, but also encouraged them. He carefully noted all the rules on the field, and imitated the assistant coach's movements. His movements were comical, making everyone laugh. He also carefully noted down all the match dates and helped the players train. Despite the team losing several consecutive matches, his resilient and optimistic attitude inspired all the players. From then on, their team continued to improve, and achieved excellent results. In an upcoming football game, it started raining heavily. Since he wasn't a student of the school, he wasn't eligible to ride the school bus, so Carl was left alone at the school. But he would listen to the radio commentary in the rain, mimicking the actions, as if he were accompanying the team in battle. The coach was deeply moved, and decided to let him participate in the next important game. However, Carl was too excited, and accidentally shouted out the team's offensive strategy. The team trailed in the first half, and the players were furious during halftime. Carl, unaware of the situation, handed a ball to the angriest player, and innocently patted his head. This scene made everyone laugh. The tense atmosphere vanished. The players relaxed in the second half, worked together seamlessly, and ultimately turned the game around. The coach gave the winning football to Carl, and Carl, in his own way, became the team's most special member.